When most people think about electric cars, they immediately think Tesla Model 3. But today the game has changed. BMW has entered the battlefield with the i4, a premium German EV. And now there's a surprisingly strong challenger from China, the BYD Seal. So which one should you actually buy? The iconic Tesla Model 3, the luxury performance BMW i4, or the shockingly good value BYD Seal? I've driven all three of these cars back to back, and I'm going to break it down honestly. Design, driving feel, tech, charging, price, and overall value. No sponsorships, no sugarcoating, and trust me, each of these cars has strengths you probably didn't expect and weaknesses that reviewers don't always talk about. Grab a coffee or a snack, because this isn't just another spec comparison. This is real-world insight from someone who actually lived with these cars. And by the end, you'll know which electric car fits your life best. Design-wise, these three cars have very different personalities. The BMW i4 looks like a 4 Series Grand Coupe sporty, sleek, refined, with that typical BMW premium vibe. The Tesla Model 3 is minimalist and modern, but some people say it looks a bit plain or appliance-like. The BYD Seal? Honestly, it's surprisingly good-looking. It has that fluid, coupe-style silhouette, slim headlights, and a very futuristic feel. A lot of people I showed it to were shocked it was a Chinese car. On the street, the BMW still has the most presence. It looks expensive, it feels like a luxury car. Tesla looks familiar now, you see them everywhere. So it doesn't stand out as much anymore. The BYD Seal sits somewhere in between. It looks fresh, a bit sporty, and for the price it's almost too good. Personally, I still think the i4 is the best looking overall, but if you're tired of seeing Model 3s everywhere, the BYD Seal might actually turn more heads than the Tesla. In other words, BMW prestige, Tesla has futuristic simplicity, BYD surprisingly stylish newcomer. Inside, the differences are even clearer. The BMW i4 interior feels like a proper luxury car, soft materials, solid build, curved iDrive 8 display. Everything feels expensive and well put together. Tesla Model 3 is the pure opposite. One big center screen, almost no buttons, very minimalist. Some people love how futuristic it feels, others find it cold and a bit cheap. The BYD Seal is somewhere in the middle. It still has a big screen that rotates. By the way, ambient lighting, soft touch panels, and a more playful design. It feels more alive than the Tesla, but of course, not as premium as the BMW. In terms of features, BYD actually gives you a ton. ADAS, safety suite, heated, ventilated seats in some trims, and that rotating screen is a cool gimmick. Tesla's software is super responsive and still the best in the market for simple user interface. BMW's infotainment is the most complex but also extremely powerful if you take time to learn it. So, if you want minimalism and tech ecosystem, Tesla. If you want premium and classy, BMW. If you want the most toys for the money, BYD. When it comes to driving, this is where these cars really separate. The BMW i4 eDrive 40 is around 335 HP, rear-wheel drive, and feels just like a BMW should. Balanced steering, composed suspension, a driving experience that still feels connected to the road. If you go for the M50 version, it's seriously fast that one actually feels like an electric M3. The Tesla Model 3 long range is brutally quick in a straight line. The acceleration is insane for the price, but the steering is kind of numb and the suspension can feel harsh on rough roads. Fun, yes, but not as refined. BYD Seal, especially the AWD performance version, is also crazy. Fast on paper, over 500 HP, but the steering feels a bit artificial, and the car doesn't handle as tight as the BMW. It's more fun than I expected, but still not in the same league in terms of driving feel. So for pure driving pleasure, BMW wins. For crazy acceleration per dollar, Tesla and BYD are neck and neck. Tesla still feels more mature. BYD still feels like the new kid, fast, but a bit raw. For tech and charging, Tesla still leads hands down. The supercharger network is a massive advantage. The software updates, the UI responsiveness, the app controls, no one really beats Tesla here. BMW i4 supports fast charging too, and the iDrive system is packed with features like Android Auto, CarPlay, real navigation, etc. But charging infrastructure for BMW depends on third-party chargers, and the interface isn't as simple. BYD Seal has cool features like V2L, you can power appliances, a rotating screen, OTA updates, but the software sometimes lags. And the charging network outside China is still growing. If you live in a city with lots of superchargers, Tesla Model 3 is just the most convenient daily EV if you want premium tech inside the cabin. But don't mind charging at random stations. BMW i4 is great. BYD Seal offers crazy value, but the charging experience may depend heavily on where you live and what infrastructure is available. Bottom line, Tesla best for smart ecosystem. BMW best for in-car luxury and software depth. BYD best for feature-rich hardware at a lower price. Price-wise, BMW i4 is the most expensive, clearly the premium option. The quality is there, but you pay for the badge, the interior, and the driving experience. Tesla Model 3 sits in the middle, more affordable than BMW, more expensive than BYD, but the performance and supercharger access make it feel like a good deal. BYD Seal is the cheapest, but it's loaded with features, so for value for money, BYD wins, no question. But of course, the brand doesn't have the same reputation or resale strength as Tesla or BMW yet. So the question becomes, what do you value more? Brand prestige? BMW, convenient charging and tech? Tesla, loaded features for the lowest price? BYD? Personally, I think BMW i4 is amazing if you still love driving. Tesla Model 3 is great for tech lovers and everyday convenience. And BYD Seal is the big disruptor, a great choice if you want a lot for your money and don't care too much about brand status yet. So which one should you choose? There's no one correct answer. If you want a premium driving experience and a badge that still means something, go BMW i4. If you want the best charging ecosystem and the smartest tech integration, Tesla Model 3 still leads the pack. And if you're looking for the best value with tons of features and performance at a lower price point, the BYD Seal is a shockingly strong option. Personally, I'd pick the BMW i4 if money isn't a problem and I still want to enjoy actual driving. But I respect the hell out of what BYD is doing, and I totally understand why so many people still pick the Tesla. It's easy, fast, and familiar. What about you? Which one fits your life best, i4, Model 3, or Seal? Drop your pick in the comments. I'm curious what you guys think. If you enjoyed this comparison and want more honest EV content with no corporate filter, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's shopping for their first electric car. See you in the next one. Drive safe and stay curious.